Okay, coordinate, girl. I see y'all.
Coordinate.
I know.
I feel like I have been copying you.
I'm flattered.
Good. Okay.
Flattered.
Well, hey, whenever we can dress the same, it's a good day.
Monday through
Good to
Friday.
hear from you
Pick
guys.
a day. What are you guys talking about today?
We've got a busy day coming up on Undisputed. Did LeBron and the Lakers make a statement last night against the Warriors? And do the Cowboys suddenly have major chemistry issues? Plus, we have Michael Rappaport and Greg Jennings in studio. What are they going to say? Undisputed coming up next. Jenna, back to you.
Jenny, thanks so much. We look forward to it. Time for us to go viral. Yesterday, the Browns had a special visitor, and he goes by the name of Mr. Snoop Dogg. Take a listen.
What up, though? This is Big Snoop Dogg. Dog Pound, y'all better turn up this week, man. Y'all got a new feeling, new spirit. Let's go get it done, Dog Pound.
He was so skinny. Now, Hugh Jackson was talking about bandwagon fans. He invites Snoop Dogg, then he warns the team that there's going to be people jumping on the bandwagon. Snoop's supposed to be a Steelers fan.
No, he is a Steelers fan.
And he demanded my guy Haley get fired from Pittsburgh. He leaves Pittsburgh. Where's Haley now? Cleveland. And now he's with Cleveland. Maybe Snoop actually deep down really likes Haley. You just don't know it.
Well, the thing about it, Todd Haley, the way you can resolve all that is going Snoop's bus beforehand. He got a big bodyguard. We just call him Big. All right? You get that situation worked out. But Snoop is a fan of football, man. He's got his own youth football league. I've even sent him a couple Jugs machines that the kids are catching on. From the Jugs company, compliments of Chris Carter. Snoop's got two of them.
You see, I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jenna. You can't bet NFL football because you're calling games. Can we bet on Snoop's youth football league?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, cool.
My
Just
question
the
was
old
so much
Miami
more
days.
interesting.
Okay, what's your question, Jenna? Let's hear it.
Denny Green ever bring in a Snoop Dogg type when you were playing?
He drafted Randy Moss. We were straight after that.
There you go.
Hey, Jenna Wolf, I have a follow-up question.
No.
What's a Snoop Dogg type?
Mister.
No, a singer.
A singer. Oh, that's
Yeah,
He's a singer.
Good question.
A Snoop Dogg type.
Literally.
If you were watching yesterday, America, that goes in the same bucket as Lil Wayne's sauna. You get rewarded for watching this show every day. The jokes build on jokes.
Hey, moving on to Thursday Night Football.
Bonus coverage.
Tonight on Fox, 2-3 Eagles, 1-4 Giants. A divisional battle of who needs it more. Both teams coming off disappointing losses, both trying to jumpstart their offense and both trying to stay relevant in the NFC East. So what do both teams expect in this one? Take a listen.
Division games are always important, and that's always the goal. You got to win your divisions. The only way to ensure making the playoffs, and with where everybody is right now, these are crucial games. So we got to get going.
Yeah, and we're 2-3, not where we want to be, but I think the main thing is nobody in this locker room is in a panic, and that's a good thing. Guys are sticking together, and that's the most important.
Right now, we're just not clicking on all cylinders yet, and it's been frustrating. Like you said, we've had those little mistakes, those unfortunate penalties, and lots of things like that. But we definitely believe we can be that offense, and we're looking forward to proving that on Thursday.
It's Giants Eagles. It's enough said right there.
See, Fletcher Cox said the Eagles are not panicking, but they might be if they lose this game. This is a very important game for both of these two teams. What is the key to tonight's matchup?
We talked about, I think, week number 3. That was the week we had desperation. Now, both of these teams on a Thursday night starting week number 6, man, both of them are desperation. Fletcher Cox, a lot of respect to how he's playing football, his overall leadership. But, man, no one wants to start the season the direction that either one of these teams. I believe it's a must-win for the Giants. If the Giants don't win this game, I believe they're totally out of the playoff picture, and they can start positioning themselves that, man, we're going to have a top 10 pick again. One of the rare things that the Giants franchise has had. And I believe Philadelphia, they have a little more room. So they also have more talent. That if they don't if they don't win this game and go to 2-4, I still believe that there is a path for them to be able to get in the playoffs. But neither one of these teams is in a good spot. Philadelphia talked all offseason about how much better it was to play there than New England, and how much better they were going to be winning the Super Bowl. And they were going to win a few of these.
Remember, rather win one and have fun than win a bunch and play in New England.
Yeah.
They might get their wish there, right?
Yeah, no. You much rather be in New England and be consistent They are searching, what do you do once you win the Super Bowl? The team is grabbing. The coach is grabbing at stuff, and their secondary is not playing well. It's going to be a sloppy field tonight. My difference in this game, to me, the wild card is Zach Ertz. He's playing well. One of the few Philadelphia Eagles who's playing at a high level last 2 weeks, over 10 catches, over 100 yards. The NFL record for 10 catches and 100 yards is 4, and that's by Calvin Johnson. So he could have 3 going into the night. If you have a lot of rain, a slippery field, I like to throw the ball down the middle of the football field. That's where Zach Ertz will be operating, Jenna, tonight.
So Ray Armstrong in that matchup is probably going to have a big game. As you mentioned, the NFL record for consecutive 10-catch, 100-yard games is 4 by Calvin. Yes, of course, the Giants have to win to have any shot for their season to be alive. The thing is this, I think the Giants max out at 6 wins this year either way. Like the only reason the Giants are featured on shows like this is because they're in New York, they have Odell Beckham Jr., they have Saquon Barkley, and they have Eli Manning. It's not because they are some championship contending team. They're a big market team with superstar players. The Eagles are playing for a lot now. Because you're right, even if they lose, they can win the division. But they're going to max out at 1 home playoff game, that one you get for winning your division, and that is it. There's no bye. No, it goes through the link. And we also have to realize how the Eagles got to 2-3. Okay, so they were 1-1 before Wentz got there. That's fine. Like, Foles was there. You didn't have your quarterback back. And then the first week Wentz is back, they beat Indy. How do they beat Indy? A 75-yard, 17-play, fourth quarter comeback drive. All right, we're 2-1. Carson's just going to be better moving forward. We got Tennessee coming up. No problem. Then we got a home game against a Vikings team that was struggling up to that point. They go 0-2 in those spots. A Titans team that struggled to score every other time they played this year. Struggled to score in your game against the Dolphins. Struggled to score against Jacksonville. Struggled to score this past week. That Titans team puts 26 on them. Minnesota beats them 23-21, but it wasn't even that close. That thing was 23-14 at the 2-minute warning. So if you're Philadelphia, if you don't win tonight, if you can't go to New York and beat a Giants team that doesn't know who it is, that just cut their right tackle, who was their left tackle, that's got their wide receiver chirping at their quarterback, then who are you, Philly? Like, what are you great at? Are you just the Super Bowl champs in name only, or are you going to show it? So that's why I think for Philadelphia, it is a critical game. If they're going to still be considered a Super Bowl contender, to me, they got to win tonight.
I've covered both of these teams from both sides. They always play each other really tight. The last 5 meetings between them have been decided by 5 points or less. They know each other. Tell me how the weather plays into it tonight. How is that going to factor in scoring and how they match up?
Well, the thing, when you have a slippery surface, we know we have the artificial surface, so that helps out with the footing. But how careful are you with turnovers? The coordinators, they call games different. They're far more conservative. And watch for tip passes, watch for strip sacks, watch for fumbles. Those are all the things. The number one stat in 99 years of deciding who's going to win these games, who wins that turnover margin. And when the ball is wet, it gets turned over more often.
And both these teams are doing a poor job this year at forcing turnovers.
Yes.
Both of them are tied for, I think, we're 23rd, I want to say, in the league at forced turnovers. They have each forced 5. That's 1 per game. So if there is a big turnover discrepancy, whoever loses that will lose this game. Assuming the turnovers are even, the question to me is going to be, can the Giants stars, most notably Odell, take advantage of a bad Eagles secondary? Because we know that there are going to be times that Eagles D-line whoops the Giants offensive line. So the times that Eli has time, can Odell take advantage? Can Saquon take advantage? They put him on a wheel route. Can Sterling Shepard continue what is a solid season?
One thing the camera should watch for Fox is watch the body language of OBJ and Eli Manning on the sideline.
All right, enjoy the game. It's on Fox. We'll talk about this more on the next show, Undisputed, which starts right now.
I can bet football. Giants left 3.5 tonight, America.